This episode of Blacktop Banter is brought to you by Crafco, the world's leading manufacturer of packaged pavement preservation materials and equipment for the asphalt industry. Learn more at crafco.com. If you followed myself for any amount of time, you'll probably understand that one of my good friends in the industry is Matt Stanley over at American Pavement. And if you follow him at all, which I'm guessing you probably do if you listen to me, you will see one of their pieces of equipment is a piece of equipment by Trout River Trailers. And today we have a representative from Trout River, and we're going to get into it. Barry, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, my friend, and people are going to be able to listen to this. They're going to be able to see you on video on our YouTube channel, but I'm going to let you do your formal introduction, my friend. So name, your position, how long you've been there, all that stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, so my name is Barry Wells. I'm with Trout River Industries. We're a manufacturer of live bottom semi-trailers and truck boxes. I've been with the company for 17 years, everything from paint, QC, purchasing to business development. Like I said, currently been there for 17 years. And yeah, journey.
Cool, man. Cool. When I think about Trout River's trailers, they seem to be pretty darn flashy from time to time, right? The edges are all chromed out on the sides, and the red offset with that polished up really nice. Was it always like that, or was Trout River similar to everything else in the asphalt industry? How'd they get started? Was it the crude, hey, here's steel, this is what we're going to weld together, things move like this? How did Trout River get started? What was the key point? We have a lot of equipment manufacturers on from time to time, and they're always like, well, it was really crude. We started it in the garage, or this guy built it in his driveway, and then next thing we know, we're here.
Yeah, so the owner, Harvey Stewart, he's still with the company. 22 years ago, he met some people that wanted semi-trailers that could actually unload going in the air into these fertilizer hoppers. So from that time, he come up with what we call the rear lift trailer, lifts in the back end. And through time, working with asphalt contractors and companies, it turned into the live bottom we know today.
Okay.
As far as the trailer in the early days, it was a normal old gray trailer, kind of heavy looking.
Okay, yeah, pretty crude.
As time went on and the customers got to us, we started playing more with the polished stainless steel, the flashy colors, more options, and basically with our customers, it kind of turned into what we are today. So totally customized colors, chrome, the flashy lights. It's everything you can want.
What is totally provided, right? Because I know that you guys offer more than just the live bottom trailer. What does the spectrum of what Trout River offers? What does that look like?
So yeah, we offer the live bottom, the truck mounted live bottom. So like the trailer, just on a truck mount. We have a rear lift, which is our signature trailer, which is standard live bottom, lifts up. We have a high cube trailer. We're also into the agricultural industries. So we have some crop hoppers, aluminum options there. We do a lot of attachments, like the Stanleys have, American Pavement, the auger attachment, shouldering attachments. We do salt spreaders. So we're into a lot of stuff. That's a pretty good
spectrum. Yeah, that's pretty good spectrum.
Lots of stuff.
On those ones with the rear lifts, what size capacity of rams do you have to have, man, to lift up a trailer full of asphalt?
So we're lifting upwards 35 ton.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It is. And the rear lift is kind of unique. It was originally used for filling seeders and fertilizer tenders.
Yeah.
And lately, they're actually being used as companies are bringing these into the city, lifting them up in the air and actually loading asphalt into smaller trucks.
That's crazy, man.
So we're seeing that being used a lot more now. So really change the industry.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too, like with the rear lift, that's a lower leverage point. So your ram has to be even stronger at the back. It has to be able to put more out and have more leverage, because on the other end, you go try to try to lift a board 2 inches from the end and lift the whole board up. That's a lot tougher than you're standing on the end. You can lift the end with your finger, right? So did they have to mess around? Was there a lot of those days where it was engineering and we're like, yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, this didn't work. Like, how'd they do that back in the day through R&D?
Yeah, so basically the owner back in the day, it started with one trailer and basically trial and error. Every time you make something,
Yep,
you want to make it better the next time. So I guess as a company that's always evolving,
you're right.
it's just what can we do to make it better? How do you make it lighter? How do you make it stronger? It's all different keys.
I'm guessing that people came on board, right? When you were like, yeah, this is how we want to build it. I don't quite have the capability, but I know a guy that can weld and fabricate and pull this in and do that. Was it when that team started to get together that you guys were able to expand then and start doing the spreaders and the shoulders and the auger systems and all that stuff? I mean, how did that come into play? Because a lot of people and a lot of industry, a lot of equipment suppliers and manufacturers in our industry, they get where they figured one thing out and they do that one thing really, really well, and that's what they're known for, and that's it. Where Trout Rivers, when we started with the rear lift and then it got into this and then got into that and then provide this and then provide that. How did that process happen?
A lot of it is our customers.
Oh, okay.
As a company being very innovative, when we listen to our customers, maybe they have a problem they want a solution to. So that's a lot of the issues we have. I mean, if we talk to anybody, maybe it's shouldering on the road. So how do I use my trailer more times of the year? So we can look at the shouldering attachment in the spring, asphalt in the summer, and
Okay.
in the fall, winter time. Some guys haul salt, maybe put
Yeah.
a salt spreader on the back end. So really
Oh,
listening to the customer is a big one.
okay. Yeah. So you guys just made it more versatile by having all
Absolutely.
these attachments. Like, well, yeah, we could use it for that if
Absolutely.
we had this on the side of it, or we could
Yeah,
use it for that if we added this to it.
our biggest thing is we want our customers to make money 24/7
Yeah.
year round.
Yeah. And they're investing in a piece of equipment like that. And
Absolutely.
if that's like those guys that, buy that beautiful truck to pull their seal coat rig. A lot of times you'll see it with a plow on the front of it and a salt spreader on the back of it too, right? They're trying to make the most of that
That's right.
investment that they can while they got it. So that's pretty
That's
neat
right.
that it's pretty neat that you guys were able to do that and make those adjustments and be able to make those attachments and make them work with the live bottom trailer. When I think about the live bottom trailer, that's the one I see the most, right? On Instagram or all over the world. What does that look like? What does your guys' map look like for where you ship that thing?
currently today we have manufacturing. We make units for all across North America. We got some stuff in Jordan. We get manufacturing in Australia,
That's
Japan.
wild.
It's a worldwide thing. I'll start my morning talking to guys in Japan, midday, or U.S., Canada. The end of the evening, you could be talking to somebody in Australia. So
Yeah, it's wild. I
it's
wondered about
crazy.
that
It's
sometimes,
crazy.
man. Like,
Yeah,
these guys that founded these companies and, they went around to the companies that they knew locally and that's how they got started. And now here we are. They're selling them all over the world. It's so
yeah,
crazy to see that happen and to hear that story with companies that are your size and other ones in our industry where they're like, yeah, man, it's all over. It's yes, asphalt's all over. Yes, there's a need for it all over.
yeah.
What I think people don't realize so much, Barry, and I think you probably account to this too, is that there's so much opportunity in our industry that if you can provide something of great value, our industry somewhat is so niche that they want that piece of equipment in Japan. They want that piece of equipment in Australia because it provides a specialized need for what they do, right? So
Absolutely.
it's pretty neat. When what do you think? This is a blanket question, but what is the best part, in your opinion, about what you do, about what you provide in your role?
I think the best thing is you get out, you meet a lot of people. I'll go to places like Japan where a dump trailer is very dominant, and you can introduce a new product to a country like that and see how it changes the way they do construction, and that's a pretty neat thing to do.
Man, just when you
Thinking
think,
of us,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So we brought some of the first live bottoms brought to Australia Japan, even Europe, were our units. So to see where we started to where it's at today it's pretty neat.
Just when you think the world has seen everything, we've seen everything, and that like every process has been done, we can't do it any better. You get all of a sudden a piece of equipment that is, they're like, yeah, we want that here. Yeah, that completely changed how we pave and how we move material and whatnot over there.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool, man. Well, I want you to get into the elaborateness of the live bottom, and we're going to do that right after some commercial breaks here, and we'll get back with Barry, and we'll ask about that, and we'll ask about those retailers that are all over the world too as well. So let's go into that real quick. We'll be right back. Asphalt maintenance contractors. Winter's just around the corner, and we all know the harmful effects that colder months have on pavement. Here at Wiscoat, we've tried a lot of products. We keep coming back to Craftco because of their crack and joint sealers are the best in the industry. No matter the climate that you're located in, Craftco has products that will fit your needs. Find the full product lineup at craftco.com. That's CRAFCO.com. Have you seen the smoothness and compaction that Dynapack's seismic technology has recently brought to the asphalt industry? It's incredible. And Dynapack's CC900G roller may just be the best roller on the market for driveway and parking lot paving contractors. It's even better than the little yellow one that you're used to seeing. But don't take my word for it. Give the CC900G a test run yourself by visiting Dynapack.com and finding a retailer near you.
Say goodbye to potholes and roadway damage without the need for large crews, heavy equipment, or toxic chemicals. Aquafalt is the only permanent repair material for asphalt and concrete that uses water. And installation is simple. Just pour, add water, and tamp. It's that easy. An Aquafalt repair can be opened to traffic immediately and fully sealed within 24 hours. Plus, the product is backed by a 3-year warranty and is made in the USA. Visit aquafalt.com. That's AQUAPHALT.com to learn more.
I'm incredibly proud of the Blacktop Banter Edition seal coating unit produced in partnership with KM International, and available now in both the 550 and 700-gallon versions. Custom built on the same frame as their bulletproof hot boxes, I work closely with KM to design what I believe is the best seal coating unit on the market. A unit designed by a contractor for contractors. See the entire walkthrough of the unit on Blacktop Banter's YouTube channel or visit kminternational.com to learn more and place your order. Since its inception, Dubuque Asphalt Maintenance has branded our trucks with the 1-800-Blacktop number from the 800 Pavement Network and consistently seen increases in leads and jobs completed. I know the 800 Pavement Network can do the same for your business. Visit 1-800-Pavement.com and get set up with your custom phone number today. All right, Barry Wells is with us today, Trout River Industries. I think I said Trout River Trailers first, but I mean... That's what they're known for, I guess. You know, people say Blacktop Banter podcast still. I'd like to think we provide more than a podcast nowadays, but, you know, I'm still cool with them calling Blacktop Banter podcast. Barry was talking to us a lot about where Trout River provides service and provides equipment. Before I get into asking you about the live bottom trailer, how do you guys handle support for trailers and equipment that is distributed in Japan or distributed in Europe or Australia?
Yeah, so what we do with them places, we actually partner up with people. In Australia is actually a Trout River Australia. So it's a whole manufacturing company. They crazy, take care of it from sale to manufacturing to parts, you name it. Much the same with Japan and a lot of our European companies we deal with. So we try to partner with people who can offer complete service. So we also, apart from selling a trailer, it has to be able to be serviced. You got to be able to get parts for it. So when we sell stuff, we want to ensure that the customers get that support. So we make sure we partner up with the right people.
So are you trying to tell me that the asphalt industry is hard on equipment and that it needs parts and service? Are you trying to tell me that?
Sometimes.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes. Okay. Dude, I've seen service and parts places that are just as big as the manufacturing side of some of these places. Because, I mean, it's, you know, we're brutal on them, man. That's the way it goes. And what makes me wonder, right? For so many years, everything was dump. rear lift, dump truck, whatever it is. And it wasn't until I started seeing your guys' product with a live bottom that word or that quote of live bottom trailer came into my brain. Right. So then I was like, what does it really mean? I've seen it a little bit on the ag side for sure. But when you throw hot mix in there, that has to throw a different kink into the whole thing. What exactly, if you were to describe what a live bottom trailer is, what would that description be, Barry?
So live bottom, apart from it's a conveyor inside the trailer, the big benefit to the live bottom compared to a dump is underneath power lines, maybe there's trees, overpass, tunnels. These things can deliver the asphalt into the machine. You're not worried about them overhead obstructions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of it is there's less segregation in your asphalt as well. So your mix, the rocks are not separating away from the mix while it's going into the asphalt machine.
Yep.
There's a lot of benefits to the live bottom compared to the dumps today. And as the days go on, insurance and everything else, it's getting to become more favorable.
Yeah. You guys have truck mounted live bottoms too, right? Like the shorter ones, right. Correct?
Yes. Yeah. So we have the truck mounted units, anywhere from 12 feet to 30 feet long.
Oh, really? We can do a little one if we want to. We can do a 12-footer if we want to.
Absolutely.
That's interesting. That makes me interested, right? Because of Westcoat and what we provide and whatnot too. So what about like the capacity of that, right? I mean, it's one thing for this asphalt to be dumped into a bed, lifted up, and gravity do its thing and slide it out of the back. All that weight, all that tonnage on these conveyor belts, how does that thing handle that and rotate all these conveyors? The gears and the motors rotate to pull that asphalt out of the back. I mean, in my mind, it's like pulling the tablecloth out from under the dishes, right? Like if you got cinder blocks on there, that's going to be hard to pull that tablecloth down. So how do they do it with all that weight on there? How do you guys get that thing to move the material?
Yeah, so our trailers, basically from a 31-foot trailer, a small 2-axle unit, to an 8-axle, it's the same conveyor system. So some of these guys are up to 52 ton of material coming out of it. We do that with one gearbox and motor on the back end. Just a ratio on the way they're built. We also have it's a 4-inch roller chain with 80 KSI crossbars. So what we do, all this is tied together. It'll maximize the strength, the pull power, and the way our chain is set up, it's guaranteed to unload every time.
That's crazy, man. That's a lot of R&D went into that run. I can tell you that much to get it to move.
It's a good system. Definitely the strongest on the market.
Cool.
Definitely.
Well, that helps out with that support question I was asking about earlier, right? Where if you got that kind of reliability, you don't got to worry about that so much.
Yeah.
One thing at Con Expo, when we were there, we heard the term flowboy, right? And I'd never really heard that before. Obviously, everybody in our industry has heard lowboy, right? Where we would load our equipment up on it and move it from job site to job site and whatnot. Flowboy is a new term. I want you to kind of define what that means for us here, because it's going to get thrown around here a lot lately.
Yeah, so I guess the term flowboy, it was an older brand of live bottoms, mostly sold in USA. And the term flowboy is much like Kleenex today. So everybody knows a belt trailer as a flowboy or a live bottom as a flowboy. So it's really a terminology thing.
Yeah, so it's the exact same thing we were just talking about.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, yeah, that's people, that what that does is solve going to the expos, and then people be like, yeah, the live bottoms are here, but where are the flow boys? And you just turn them around, and you're like, yeah, they're right here where you just were.
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah, it's over here. It's actually what you were just looking at. So I can run it through you again if you want to and tell you what the flow boy is. So when it comes to retailers, that's a lot of things. We're an old school industry, that. These guys want to see them, they want to touch them, they want to see them run, these types of things. How does that come into play with retailers and locations and whatnot where you guys distribute throughout, especially throughout North America here?
Yeah, so we sell all across North America. Pretty well every every province, most states, we do have a dealer in there. So whether it be from New York to British Columbia, you name it, we do have dealers. And where we don't have dealers, we would support them direct to factory.
Oh, okay.
So we don't miss any opportunities.
Yeah, well, that's good. Speaking of opportunities and whatnot, we also know this industry is really relationship built, right? And sometimes that's face to face, shaking hands, and being able to, like I said, touch the machines and see and understand what's going on. You guys do that quite a bit through expos and conferences and those types of things. What ones do we have coming up here that we'll be able to see you at? I think we mentioned World of Asphalt, correct?
Yeah, so we got World of Asphalt. We did Con Expo.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple of shows up here in Canada. We just finished. There's one in Quebec, Expo Cam we just did. But the nearest one we would have in asphalt would definitely be down in Nashville.
Yeah, World of Asphalt. We'll be there. Right. We're excited to be there too as well. And that's, to me, that's the one for us. I mean, Con Expo is awesome, don't get me wrong, but you're mixed in with a lot of different aspects of construction. When we're at World of Asphalt, it's all us. We all understand what's going on. We all understand those conversations and have the same questions going on. But to me, that's where the best relationships get built, whether it's with a company itself, which has helped us out absolutely here at Blacktop Banter and at Wiscoat, or whether it's with contractors, right? I mean, there's been a lot of times where we've been talking to manufacturers and equipment suppliers like yourself, and we'll ask a question, and candidly, they're like, man, we never thought of that. Like, yeah, we could do that. Totally, we could do that. We could fill that need. We could fit that void. So it's really cool to be in an industry that's so old, but yet technology and education has got us to a point where we're still doing new stuff and making it live and fresh. And it's cool to see you guys be doing that at Trout River. If people wanted to get in contact with you or get in contact with somebody to ask questions or to understand more or to see an equipment piece by Trout River, what would they need to do? Where can they go find that info?
Yeah, so if you go on our website, troutriverindustriescom, you can actually find our our phone numbers, there's email addresses, the dealer nearest you, and all of our contact information you can find online.
Yeah, and we encourage them to go to World of Asphalt in Nashville 2024 too, be able to find out firsthand too and connect with everybody. If there was one thing that you wanted the asphalt industry, Blacktop Banter followers and listeners, if there was one thing that you would like them to know about Trout River, what would that be?
I think the big one is, we definitely have a leading edge in the industry with the attachments, the versatility of the trailers. And the biggest thing, we listen to the customers. So we build exactly what the customer wants, from the color of their paint, chrome, attachments. It's exactly what they want. So we really want to listen to our customers.
Yeah, perfect, man. Well, Barry, I appreciate you being with us here today, man. It was very insightful and finally get a good peek and get some questions answered about these magnificent machines. We see them all over on Instagram. If you type in Trout River on Instagram, your feed's going to be full for a while. And we've got some great people making great pieces of content with them. And sometimes, dude, it's just amazing to see where these machines are and what they're doing. Like, I've seen some of them doing shouldering and whatnot too. And it's unbelievable, dude, sometimes with these attachments, what they can do and how they can get asphalt to move. So I encourage you to get on there and check it out. This version of Blacktop Banter is also available on YouTube. So if you want to see, Barry's got a nice backdrop on him. I know you can't see it here on the audio version side of it, but they got a really nice layout of everything they provide. We couldn't even fit it all in the frame because there's so much in there, but that's what you want, right? You want to be able to offer all that. You can check that out and see this video version on our YouTube channel, Blacktop Banter as well. Barry, thanks a lot, man, for joining us today. It was very insightful, my friend.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
As well.
So, for myself here in the studio, Chris is here in the studio as well, nodding his head and getting ready to push buttons. This is Blacktop Banter. Barry joined us as well from Trout River. Here on Blacktop Banter, we speak asphalt. Peace.
Hey there, Blacktop Banner fans. This is Hayden. I am the co-founder of Spot On Site. We're asphalt contractors ourselves. We run an asphalt paving company based out of Denver, Colorado. We know this is a game-changing app that will help you measure and mark your locations in your parking lots, document using time-stamped photos, videos, and comments, and send professional-looking reports to your customers. We have a free 14-day trial on spotonsiteapp.com.
Trout River Industries, a leader in the live bottom industry, is tailor-made for the paving industry. Their rounded tub design provides a lower center of gravity, ensuring more stability, while the forward-reverse conveyor allows you to balance the load and have full control over the amount of product you disperse. Additional options such as an asphalt chute, release agent tanks, hydraulic knife gate, dial flow controls, and the newly launched Trout River Auger, an ideal solution for difficult-to-reach places such as guardrails, narrow driveways, curbs, and patching asphalt roads, help make paving easier and more efficient. Call 1-902-859-1200 for more information and let them help you find the perfect solution for your needs.
Hey, Jessica Lombardo with Pavex, the Pavement Experience, and I want to invite you all to join us in San Antonio for the first ever event. It will be held January 30th through February 1st at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. We are going to have a live equipment demonstration over 2 days, 60 hours of educational programming, and a full trade show floor with over 75 manufacturers of equipment in the paving and pavement maintenance space. So please join us there, and to learn more and get yourself registered, visit www.pavexshow.com.
When it comes to asphalt tools and supplies, Liberty Supply has darn near everything you need. I actually think the owner, Sam, sleeps on a mountain of spray tips in their warehouse, alongside the pour pots, hot pots, steel brooms, chalk lines, flagging tape, and hundreds of other items. If you call Sam today at 800-397-9907 or visit libertysupply.biz, they'll get you set up with everything you need. For custom and multi-piece stencils, I always turn to Stencil Plus. They've supplied every stencil we use, and these things last a long time. Actually, I should probably call Jeff over at Stencil Plus and just say hi, because it's been a long time since I've had to place an order. Anyway, if you want long-lasting, high-quality stencils, head over to stencilplus.com and save 10% by using code BB10 during checkout.